If you research Ifinohatsa, our original language, without all of the bastardizations of Spanish, Chinese, English, Filipino, if you research Ifinohatsa and you compare it to the other ancient languages, you'll be surprised to discover that the closest languages containing the same words with the same meanings are ancient Hebrew, ancient Aramaic, and even some ancient Greek.
The reason I'm saying that is even the theory right now of who we are is up for question. We say we're Austronesians, we come from the Australoid race, okay? But then just recently, when I was going through the history, out of Guam, talking about the Balkan Island, the Balkan area. You know, for those that don't know me, my name is Tom Fair. And what I did was I went on ahead and saw a spundulus bracelet 6,000 years ago. Okay? Now, some artifacts of those bracelets are here on this island.
Yes.
Yet there's none in the Philippines, none in Southeast Asia, none in China.
That's correct.
But yet 6,000 years ago, that bracelet, a pendant, and an ornament
Existed.
come from Greece and all such. So, you know, when they say where we're from, who we are,
Tom,
it's only a conjecture.
Tom, I love discussing history. Unfortunately, if we're going to discuss history, it's going to take all night long.
No, the only thing I'm trying to do is...
Yeah, I understand.
That's
That's why we're staying with the Chamorro name, because it is the accepted name. It is not our true name, but it is the accepted name. It is a name that we've been called and we've been going by for the last 200 years. For us to turn around and change our name back to our original name and identity would be counterproductive. That's why I say that the Chamorro was created by the Spanish. But the fact is the bloodline goes way back before the Spanish, but we were not called Chamorros until the Spanish. But as far as the history, I would love to sit down and discuss history.
Another question, is there a clash now between those that are fighting for indigenous rights and those that...
We're also fighting for indigenous rights. We're fighting for the rights to protect our natural resources. We're fighting for the rights to protect our heritage and our culture. We're fighting for the right to protect ourselves as a race. Are you talking about those that are fighting for independence?
Anybody that just wants to fight. That is great.
I'm not gonna clash. I'm not for independence as long as there is another option that would be acceptable to our people, that would afford us the opportunity to protect our culture, to protect our people, to defend our native rights on our island. Okay? And the reason why is very simple. We have been placed into a situation where we are no longer self-sustainable as a people. Over 90% of the food that comes into this island is imported. And the only thing that keeps those ships coming here, to keep the food coming here, is the Jones Act. I work down at the port. I am familiar with Matson and with Horizon, okay, the shippers, and I've been told point blank that if it wasn't for the Jones Act, they wouldn't come here because they'd be losing money. The Jones Act mandates that any U.S. ships doing business in Asia has to port in Guam. If those ships stop coming and our food stops coming, because of all of the invasive species of insects, because of the ecological destruction that has been done to our island through the different chemicals and the radiation that we've been subjected to, we are no longer capable of sustaining ourselves in our traditional manner. I know I'm also a farmer. I planted over 200 papaya trees, and that virus that I didn't know about called Erwinia killed them all. I have to spend so much money on insecticides that I don't like to use and on fertilizer that I don't like to use, just trying to grow doni. Can we sustain ourselves as a people, as an independent people, without the United States of America? That's something that we have to really think hard about. Is it worth 90% of the population of this island leaving or dying from starvation? That's something that we have to really, really think about. The concept of independence is fantastic, but can we support it and sustain it? Can we keep our people alive, and can we progress and evolve as a people? Those are the serious questions in my mind. But I love the idea of independence. The second best thing to that is self-governance under the United States, which we do not currently enjoy.